All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris. You're listening to Tales from the Tarheel State. All right, so what's going on, everybody? It's my first time trying to record my podcast with a video. So we'll see how this goes. This will only be available on Spotify. So if you want to see my face, that's where it'll be. I'm still trying to get this thing adjusted out just right. See if my face gets in there good. And so now you can hear when I'm doing that smacking of my lips what it looks like. All right, so here we go. Tar Heels got beat by Kansas. Congratulations to Kansas. They did a fantastic job. They were just a totally different team in the second half and put it on us. So there you go. It was a great season. I'm proud to be a Tar Heel. And I'm trying not to look at myself over there. I don't know how this is going to go. So anyways, yeah, we got beat by Kansas. The Herald Sun over here came out and they had this. This team was special. There's Brady Manick there on the cover. And so Tanya picked that up for me. That was very thoughtful of her to pick that up for me. So yeah, it was a great season. Hubert Davis looked great. What a great coach. Seems like a really good, genuine, good fella. I'll try to get that shadow off my face. So yeah, great season. Proud to be a Tar Heel fan. And see what happens next year. We'll see who stays, see who goes, and see what happens. Let's see what else is happening this weekend. I was going to go up to Virginia International Raceways. I drove up there. Just realized just how close it is to the house, and so drove up there and got excited about it. And been talking to my therapist recently about my depression and stuff, and been talking about do I get manic sometimes, and apparently I do get rather manic. I can be very up or very down, which is pretty indicative of bipolar disorder, which really sucks. Since I've quit drinking, I'm still not drinking. A lot of these things are really coming to the forefront. Self-medicating for a long time really kind of you're not as mindful of things as you might think, I guess. And so really having to really struggle with that. And so Tanya and I decided to ride up there Saturday morning, and because it's so close here, and I wanted to check it out. It's like a road course. It's not like NASCAR. It's like sports cars and stuff. And it was a Sports Car Association of America or something like that, SCCA event or something. And on the way up there, we were talking about tickets and if we should be bought them beforehand, if we needed cash to pay at the gate, and all this shit. And yeah, I had a total meltdown because Tanya told me to hush. Once in my life, I would have just thought that I'm just a fucking asshole. And yeah, I had to really recognize that because I flipped out and got so angry I just turned the car around and came home like a fucking child. And but in reality, I mean, it took me until today. I'm finally starting to feel better, and this is Monday morning. And so, yeah. Oh, I get to talk to my therapist about that today. She's been saying I need to talk to my psychiatrist again and tell her about these my manic bipolar swings. And I had someone say it to me many years ago that I was a bipolar son of a bitch. And I said, do you think I'm bipolar? And they said, I don't think so. No, sir. And so, yeah, it doesn't really make me feel great, but at least I'm trying to work on myself. It took me to almost 50 to quit just drinking myself into oblivion and doing drugs and shit in an effort to try to basically kill myself, I guess. Just, you know, you hate yourself so much. So at any rate, I'm not trying to bring everybody down, just saying I'm still a work in progress, just like everybody else is. I hope at least you're working on yourself and you know that you're not alone, that none of us are perfect and we have to work on it all the time. Yeah, so I'm working on it. Anyway, all right, let's talk about something a little bit more fun. Let's see. Let's see if I can make y'all laugh a little bit. Andre Antunes, something like that. He's a fucking ridiculously badass guitar player. He's on YouTube and stuff. Anyway, he did a video that's hilarious. Check it out. It's Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, and the whole "get my wife's name out of your mouth," and it's the beginning of it is him playing guitar very like sweetly, and it's the title of it is Oscars 2022 Will Smith Goes Metal or something. And it's pretty fucking hilarious. Check that out. It's worth it. It'll get you a good laugh. And again, I want to talk about Steve Vai and the teeth of the Hydra. My God, watch that video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fucking ridiculous. Steve Vai. I mean, who the hell else could even play that shit? I'm sure they're not producing that mass production. Nobody else can probably even play that shit. I mean, I'm sure a few guys can if they've sat down with it for a while. But yeah, the fucking teeth of the Hydra, that video is cool as shit visually, and yeah, the music is pretty ridiculous that he's pulling that shit off all by himself. It's pretty badass, I gotta say. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm gonna take the little shop in to Tioga, over here in I guess he's near Orange County or Alamance County. I'm not sure what county he's in over there. I think he's still in Orange County. And I'm going to go over there and drop off my little car, get struts and shocks put on it. Should drive a little better, ride a little better. It's just got the original shocks and struts on it since 1980. And so, yeah, and also see if we can get it running right. I mean, it runs good. It just seems to die out at about 4,000 RPMs, and that's not right. So I don't know if the jets are too small or something maybe in the carburetor, or maybe they need adjusting. But anyway, I've got plugs and wires and a new rotor button. And I'm sure if anybody can get that thing running like it should, it's him. I mean, I don't expect it to be like, a fucking hot rod, but it's just not running like it ought to as far as I can tell. So, at any rate, there's that. That's exciting and fun for me. I'm looking forward to getting it back from him. Also checking out the power steering, whatever's going on with that. I don't know if it's the gearbox / pump is all one thing or whatever. I don't know what to do with my hands right now, by the way. My first time being on camera, I'm just keeping these things out of the way. Keep my dick beaters out of the way. I've heard that said once before, keep your dick beaters off of me. And I was like, what the hell did she just say? This crazy ass lady I worked with. So yeah, taking the shop in, Will Smith and Chris Rock, the Andre Antunes, or however you say his name. He looks a little bit like Kenny G. He's like a heavy metal Kenny G on guitar. There you go, Andre. That's for you, brother. If you ever hear this shit, I'm just joking around, man. Don't get mad and smack me or anything like that. Anyway, this morning we had a good surprise. My cat, he kept going in and out this morning on the porch, and I finally opened up the door to see what the hell's going on. There was a huge pile of fur. And I looked to the right of that, to my right of that, and a huge rabbit. It was probably, fucking foot long at least. It was gasping its last breath when I looked out there and saw it. So Lemmy Killmouster is killing full-grown rabbits at this point. Savage kitty. But he's been attacking me every morning. I got scars to prove it. So I guess he's been after something to kill bad. And I guess he got tired of looking for mice and stuff and took out this big old rabbit. He didn't eat it. That makes me a little sad. Normally he'll eat most of a critter like that, but it's pretty fresh. You might want to let it hang out there for a bit first. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's a savage kitty cat. Savage kitty cat. And yeah, I'll try to learn how to do this with the camera. This is my first time trying to do this. I'm recording this all by myself, and I gotta figure out how to download all this stuff, and yeah, um, figure out what to do, how to get it over there. It says I've been early selected for, I'm sure I'm the only one that's been early selected to upload my video to Spotify. But at any rate, I'm going to try to load this up onto Tales from the Tarheel State on YouTube as well. And if you guys ever check any of this stuff out, please remember to hit the notification bell, hit the like button. That really helps me out for the algorithms and shit, because it's I keep doing Twitter. I got Twitter as BigChris Cooks, Instagram. A lot of times on there I'm doing stuff as Lemmy Killmouster. That's me. Obviously, the cat can't tweet. Surprise, surprise, the cat can't tweet. Yeah, that's me putting out shit on his Instagram. And we have one also, Us Smiths 333, in honor of Dimebag Darrell. Oh, I'm not wearing don't have on my razor blade today. I normally wear a razor blade, a smaller one than Dimebag wore, to remind me that life is short. Because, I'm sad basically all the time. It's just crazy having to recognize it now. I recognize it now. And after I get all tweaked out like that, like I did this weekend, I catch myself constantly just like saying, it doesn't matter what I do, everything I do is fucking wrong, and everything I do is a piece of shit. It's just like this internal dialogue that goes on. I have to keep catching myself, and never was so aware of it until just recently, and it's really fucking with my head. Wondering how long I've been doing that to myself. Probably all my life since I was a child. Because I started chewing my nails off. First time I remember chewing my nails off till one of them bled, I was like 3. So I've been pretty fucked up all my life. So all that shit is biological. I'm learning. I listen to this huge long podcast with this doctor on Lex Friedman's podcast. I can't remember his name right now. But he's like a professor at Stanford of like 3 different things, psychiatry and 2 other things, smart as shit. And people are talking about nominating him for a Nobel Prize, I think for his work on blindness. Anyways, a fucking super genius. And listening to that guy talking about shit was pretty enlightening. Even though I already knew it's, depression and bipolar shit, that's all almost, it's all genetic, almost completely genetic. And what really weirded me out is those things are in the same categories. They had like the 3 things that he talked about were autism and bipolar and depression and schizophrenia. And I was like, well, fuck, that doesn't really make me feel that great. So yeah, that's fucking pretty wild, right? But apparently it's more common with smart people. I'm kidding. It's just me being a smart ass. Or more likely, by the way, to have these issues. And Alan Watts said, thinking too much is not good. Don't overthink things. If you don't know who Alan Watts was, look him up. It's a hippie philosopher guy, professor and shit like that. Super smart, a lot smarter than the likes of me. So, anyways, what else is going on out there? Let's see, Tar Heel State, anything happening around here? Coach K's end of an era there, and the Hills got beat by Kansas, and you watch the local news, you get your same normal murder, death, kills as you have everywhere else in the country. Obviously, everything is going crazy at the grocery store. When I go there, it makes me sad. I'll spend $100 and I barely get enough stuff to make a few meals. And I shop cheap. I know how to shop, and it's not easy. And I don't know how people are going to continue to make it. Gas prices, I don't foresee them going down much anywhere in the near future. I suspect they're going to stay about the same or go up. And the grocery prices are out of goddamn control. Yeah. I think my cat just pushed. Oh, yeah, my kitty cat just pushed the door open. He hears me in here. Oh! He's tearing up shit. All right. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Way to go tearing up stuff, bud. He hears me in here talking to myself, and he thinks Tanya's here or something. What is it, buddy? Come on. Come on. Come on up here. There you go. I know you can't stand it. So there he is. There's the big rabbit killer. Come on. Don't get right in front of the camera. You're right in front of the camera, buddy. Nobody wants to look at your butt. They might rather look at your butt than my face. I don't know. So anyways, what else is going on? Yeah, shit's getting crazy out there. Prices are steadily going up, and things aren't getting any easier for folks. And I suspect people are going to get more increasingly desperate. And yeah, I hope we all make it through all this shit. And I don't know what's going to go on in the Ukraine. For any of y'all that don't know this, for people or think that Ukraine is going to separate, and then that's what should be happening. It's part of our master plan to fuck up shit over there. And I don't know if any of y'all know this, but Ukraine and Russia have been tied since like 882, and like that's when the first time Kiev was invaded, and that was like when they were the Slavs. They weren't even the Russians yet. And just a little bit of Russian history for y'all. And they were part of that until the Mongols came in and kind of fucked shit up. And then, those people have been speaking Russian forever. They all speak the same language, and they always have, since like, fucking 800s, man. And, yeah, so the whole NATO shit coming in on them, we've really been pushing this whole thing, and it's pretty scary. We've pushed this agenda, emboldening them to go against the Russians, and now we're not actually going to help them. And it's been predicted. It was predicted in like 2015. Noam Chomsky's talked about it, so I'm not spouting off right-wing propaganda bullshit here. You can go and look it up. There's tons of footage of Noam Chomsky talking about NATO. Don't attack me, please, buddy. And encroaching on them, and that was part of the whole thing when they dissolved the Soviet Union, was that they agreed not to move NATO 1 inch further towards Russia and the Soviets, and they of course immediately started doing that, and they've done it continuously, and it's it's akin to war crimes, and it's definitely we've been pushing the agenda there in the Ukraine to try to get them to stand up to the Soviets, to get them to fight a war on our behalf, essentially. And it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy stuff. It's pretty crazy stuff. Are you tired and wore out after fighting that big old rabbit? Lemmy Killmouster, you vicious machine. Look at him. Isn't he vicious? Well, she's about to bite my arm because I'm rubbing him too much. He wants the attention, but then when you give it to him, he only likes it so long before he'll attack you. Boy, you're so full. That's why you couldn't eat that rabbit. You must have ate his babies first and then killed that one too. 'Cause you sure do feel heavy, buddy. Sure do feel heavy. So yeah, the Mongols, it was like 1200 or something when they came in there. What else did I have here written down? Ukraine is of great importance to the Russians. It's like one of the biggest wheat growing places, and it's the size of fucking Texas, in case y'all don't know that. Ukraine is big. It's a big motherfucker, and it's fucked up, all that shit, and it's not slowing down. They got the dudes on MSNBC. I saw that dude, Ali something or other, was all our sanctions and stuff aren't enough. I mean, basically calling for war with the Soviet Union or Russia, but they want to be the Soviet Union again. This cat is upside down here in front of me on this table, on my desk here. Anyways, this is my first attempt at a video podcast. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see if I can figure out how to do this. And I hate trying to get Tanya to do it because I feel like I'm burdening her with it, but I don't know. Sometimes she seems excited to do it, and sometimes it seems like I'm aggravating her, you know. But she has a lot more of the skills for this technology editing stuff than I do. And so I try to get her to help me as much as possible, because I also want her to have part of this thing if we ever get this thing going. And I would love to get some interviews with people still. I don't know how I'm going to go about doing that. I guess I could do just audio. I can do that through Anchor as well. If someone joins the Anchor podcast, we can do our thing, both of us at the same time. And so yeah, there's that. So anyways, let me get off here. This cat is not going to leave me alone. Ow, ow. Dude, why you got to be so hateful? Maybe I shouldn't have named you Lemmy Killmouster. Maybe that was my fault. Anyways, if you like this podcast, please subscribe and hit the like button. And yeah, tell me what you think about all this stuff. Give me a fucking holler. You can, leave comments. I put a bunch of questions on the end of these podcasts, and if you go on there, you should be able to go on Spotify and everything and respond to me. Let me know you're out there. Come on, I see y'all in like Puerto Rico, and supposedly I got somebody in Russia. I'd love to hear from y'all. If you're in France still listening, if you're over there in Iran, please drop me a line. Say something to me. I mean, obviously I'm a country boy from North Carolina, so I only understand English, but apparently we've imperialized the world enough that y'all should now be able to write to me, or I guess I can figure out how to translate it or something like that with these damn computers. But anyways, love you guys. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. And peace, love, and chicken grease. And I'll talk to y'all soon.